What's up, Battle Squad? Welcome to another episode of Sunday Thoughts, the series where on every Sunday I give my thoughts on a particular person, place, event, news, or anything else in general. I am your host, Logan Battles, and for this Sunday Thoughts episode, I'm going to be giving you my thoughts on the Boeing F-47. Yes, I know this news has actually come out a few weeks ago, but I haven't got the chance to talk about it because something happened in my life that prevented me from talking about it then. But now I'm doing it right here, so let's get on with it. So on March, I want to say 21st, it was announced that Boeing would win a contract worth up to somewhere like 30 or 40 million, or billion dollars rather, not million, billion dollars, to build more of what are now called the F-47s, which will be America's newest sixth generation fighter aircraft as part of the Next Generation Air Dominance, or NGAD, initiative in order to replace the Lockheed Martin F-22 Raptor. And while that news broke, this picture also broke alongside it, or within it rather, and many people were talking about it, both military and non-military, talking about the artist's illustration of the aircraft, because the aircraft has not actually been shown yet. Now, my thoughts, well, first of all, if you look at the picture that was shown across this entire headline, this whole news headline, we see it a lot, being as if that's what the aircraft looked like, but it's an artist's illustration of the aircraft. So we don't know what the aircraft actually looks like, because as of right now, it's classified. And we won't know what it actually looks like until the Air Force decides to declassify it and show it to the public. So until then, it's all just speculation in terms of what the design actually looks like and what its capabilities are, at least all of it. Now, the Boeing F-47, as it is recently called, as this news was breaking, is, like I said earlier, part of the NGAD initiative that is to replace the aging F-22 fleet. So like I said, the details about the F-47's design remain classified. However, it is said that this air superiority fighter jet will have, quote, significantly longer range, more advanced stealth, be more sustainable, supportable, and have higher availability than our fifth generation fighters, such as the F-22 and the F-35, said the Secretary of the U.S. Air Force. He also said that it would cost less than the F-22, be adaptable to future threats from other countries like China, and the details about this aircraft's capabilities are limited to the public. However, there have been some reports in which not only can this aircraft be able to have the capability to, shoot guns and missiles and all of that, but also be able to carry bombs and drop them. At least that's what I read while this news was going on. Not only that, but it can also, allegedly, carry, launch, and lead swarms of drones. Now, I don't know the size of these drones, nor the amount of these drones that this aircraft can carry and launch. So all of this is just speculative, but needless to say, it's pretty damn dope. And what's also interesting is that those swarms of drones that this aircraft can carry, at least from what I read, can be operated by a second seed that is said to be AI augmented, one that can actually control all these drones that this aircraft can carry and launch at will. So even that is also kind of cool, sort of. And some of you watching this video are like, okay, yeah, Logan, we get it. It's cool, all the capabilities and all that, but what was the name inspiration for the F-47? Well, I'll gladly answer that for you. Now, most people would say that the inspiration for the name is based on a certain public figure, I'm not going to mention names here, of a certain individual here that has a lot to do with this news story. But needless to say, a lot of people have made a lot of funny memes and jokes about the name of this aircraft in relation to a certain public figure that this aircraft has been named after. I'm not going to even touch that one with a 10-foot pole. I'll let you guys decide how you react to that. However, I also would like to point out that that is not the only inspiration for the name of the F-47. Another inspiration for the name of this aircraft, F-47, was the P-47 Thunderbolt, a U.S. aircraft that flew and fought during World War II. And also, I can't confirm that this is true or not, so take what I'm about to say with a grain of salt, but another inspiration for it was also the year in which the U.S. Air Force was founded, which was 1947, if I'm guessing. And so, yeah, this story was after Boeing comes in with intense scrutiny for certain things that they did in recent years. I mean, for starters, the whole whistleblower thing, in which, you know, some of its employees came out in court testifying that Boeing itself falsifies safety inspections for their 787 Dreamliner. Not only that, but short time later after that, Boeing had some technical difficulty, some technical issue with their Starliner, the very Starliner in which two NASA astronauts, Sonny Williams and Butch Wilmore, ended up being on the ISS for much longer than they initially planned to be. What turned out to be an 8-day stay for a test flight between the Boeing Starliner and the ISS, International Space Station, turned into a 9-month stay because of a technical issue with Boeing's Starliner. And they had to bring it down just to fix and leave the other two astronauts up in space on the ISS. And there are many other controversies Boeing has faced that I have not even touched on yet. So, yeah. So with all of that in mind, many people wonder if this NGAD aircraft, military aircraft, the F-47, would turn out to be successful, especially under Boeing, considering that they are the ones that won this $20 to $30 billion contract with the U.S. Air Force, beating out its rivals, including Lockheed Martin. So yeah, Boeing has faced a lot of criticisms for some of the stuff they have been doing, I wouldn't say wrongly, but kind of do it controversially, to say the least. But we won't actually know until later this decade, actually by the end of this decade, which would be 2029, and that is when this new aircraft, this 6th generation fighter aircraft, the Boeing F-47, takes its first official flight that can be seen by the public, and that it will likely be the premiere of flagship for all of America's military aircraft within the 2030s, if not 2040s, especially when facing against its future threats like China. And so yeah, everything I just tell you about in this video is all speculative. It's all speculation and not 100% confirmed. So take everything I said in this video with a grain of salt, okay? But I just wanted to make this video to express to you how cool it is to me. I just thought it's really cool that, you know, every decade or so, America would come out with its new aircraft, regardless of what generation it's a part of. And the only reason why I'm even doing this video was because I've watched this one video from a guy who goes by Habitual Line Crosser. His real name is Ethan Long, I believe, but he goes by Habitual Line Crosser. And one of the videos he made, at the end, he brought in this F-47 character, and he has it as a mix between the F-22 Raptor aka the Kid, as well as the F-35 Lightning II, aka the Nerd. And if you watch that video, you'll know what I'm talking about. But if you haven't, oh my god, it was so funny. And so we will have to wait and see by the end of this decade, more specifically 2029. So yeah, guys, those are my Sunday thoughts about the Boeing F-47. I have so many videos coming your way these next days, if not weeks. So stay tuned, because there's a bunch coming your way right now. I hope you guys have a great night, and I will see you all in the next video. Have a great week, Battle Squad, and as always, fight the good fight. If you enjoy what you see here, click like on this video, subscribe to my channel, and don't forget to turn on that bell icon so that you don't miss my newest videos. I will see you next time.